They say old buildings keep secrets, but sometimes those secrets teach. St. Lucas Middle School, upstate New York, an aging school building with dark brick walls and windows that seemed to watch you as you passed. On a rainy Monday morning, a new English teacher arrived. His name was Mr. Howler. He didn't smile. He didn't blink much, and he wore glasses so thicker you could never see his eyes. Only a deep reflection, like staring into the bottom of a cold well. On the first day, he spoke just once. "In my class, you do not sleep. You do not speak unless spoken to. And, most importantly, when you leave this room, leave it empty." The students giggled. A strict teacher? Big deal. But that week, one of them disappeared. Her name was Jessie. She'd fallen asleep during Mr. Howler's lecture. When the final bell rang, she was gone. Her backpack was still at her desk, but in her notebook was a pencil sketch of her own face, without eyes. The next day, it was Roger. He had whispered during class. He never came back. In his place was a note. "He hears what you think now." Then Sam, then Mila. One by one, the seats emptied, but no one remembered they were ever in the class, except for one student, Ellie. She watched as Mr. Howler's voice changed, sometimes calm, sometimes sharp, sometimes sounding like the missing students. One rainy afternoon, Ellie stayed after school. She waited until he stepped out, then crept to his desk, opened the drawer. Inside, a leather-bound journal, dusty, cracked, smelling of ash. On the first page, Thomas Howler, English faculty, 1963. She turned the pages. They mocked me. They failed me. They forgot me, but I will never forget them. Now I teach them forever. Suddenly, the classroom door slammed shut. She turned. Mr. Howler stood there. His glasses were gone. Ellie gasped, because now his eyes weren't his. They were many, dozens, moving, blinking. And when he spoke, it was not one voice. It was every voice. Children's voices, whispers, cries, screams. "You stayed after class. Ellie, that means you want to learn." The next morning, St. Lucas opened as usual. The sun was shining. A new teacher stood at the front of room 209, young, friendly, bright smile. But when he spoke, his voice cracked, and somewhere, deep in the walls, a whisper echoed back. "Class begins again."